All right, Shalom, it's your brother Shamar from the Phoenix camp. With that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, QUADASH. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the brothers doing this work in truth and sincerity, man. I'm going to jump right into the scripture. This is Ephesians 6 and 12, and it says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." So that tells you what our battle is. That tells you where our fight lies, man. Our fight lies our fight lies in the spiritual realm, man. Because we don't. It says right there, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood." So it's not a carnal battle, man. It's a spiritual battle. But you best believe that your spirit, it tries to put your flesh into subjection, because there is also a war between the flesh and the spirit. But when we do this work and we bring out this truth and we put this vibration of the word out there, that's a spiritual battle, man. That's a battle that's already been won. That's a battle that's already has a victory. But you have to do your part, man. You know, that's why that's why you got to look at things through the spirit all the time. And you got to look at things through faith, man, because if we try to look at things and fight things on our own, we're going to end up losing, man, because it's like I said right there, it's not against flesh and blood. So your own will, your own carnal mind, your own mortal thoughts, so to speak, they can't combat the wickedness of this world. You need the spirit and power of YAHAWAHSHI, YAHAWAHSHI to do so. That's why it's important for brothers to stay in the scriptures, to stay prayed up, to fast, to do all those things, man. To all those things that going to give you that spiritual edge. Instead, I'm going to get Romans 8 and 38. This is Romans 8 and 38, and it says, "For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, which is Messiah, YAHAWAHSHI, our Lord." So this is a victory that's already been won in the spiritual realm, but we have to keep ourselves in the spirit to attain that victory, man. What's that? I'm gonna get Psalm 98 and 1. This is Psalms 98 and 1. And it says, "Oh sing unto the Most High a new song." And what's that new song, man? Well, that song that we're singing right now. This song of this truth, man. That song of Moses. For he has done that song of victory. And that song of Moses is a song of victory. For he has done marvelous things. His right hand, his holy arm has gotten him the victory. So on the right hand side, man, because the Lord has a right hand side, he has a left hand side. The right hand side is the left hand side is where the Lord puts judgment and wickedness on. On the right hand side, the Lord gives his blessings to his elect, man. And the left hand side is where the Lord brings judgment on these heathens and death and destruction, man. But we have gotten the victory on the right hand side already. So that's what it says there. It says, "Oh, sing unto the Most High a new song, for he has done marvelous things." And it's already done, man. The judgment of America is already done. We just playing it out. The elect already been sealed. We just playing it out. Jacob's trouble's already done. We just gotta play it out, man. We just gotta go through all these things. But think about it that we gotta go through them. We gotta do them with faith and in the spirit. It says, his right hand and his holy arm has gotten him the victory. So there it is, man. We have the victory already, man. We have that glory already. It's just like a YAHAWAHSHI has that glory already. He's just waiting to obtain it, man. He's just waiting to make the whole world see it when he comes with that great destruction. Was that I'm get Colossians 2 and 15. So that's why it's important for brothers to stay in the spirit, man. Because as we navigate through this what's these shades of darkness in this carnal world run by Esau Edom, who was the carnalest of them all. Sometimes it seems like a losing battle, man. But that's why we got to keep our spirits up and exhort one another daily and strengthen each other up in this truth, man. especially in the times that we are living in. It's Colossians 2:15, and it says, and having spoiled principalities and powers, he made a show of them openly triumph for. I'll start at verse 14. This is talking about YAHWAHSHI, who the enemy called Jesus Christ. So blotting out the handwriting of ordinances that was against us, which was contrary to us, and took it out the way, nailing it to his cross. So those things that were blocking us from the Most High, man, which was our sins, which was our transgressions, which was our disobedience. The Lord took that on the cross with him. And having spoiled principalities and powers, he made a show of them openly, triumphing over them in it. So the victory was given to YAHWAHSHI, man. That spiritual warfare, the victory was given to YAHWAHSHI. We just gotta, that's why it's important for us to stay in the spirit and not to be carnally minded. Because you carnally minded, they say what? To be carnally minded is death. So you already lost right there, man. And as these days progress, and as the things and times escalate, it's going to be that much more important for brothers to build up our faith and stay in the spirit. So I want to get 1 Peter 3:22. So 1 Peter 3:22. And it says, who is gone into heaven is on the right hand of Yahawah. Angels and authorities and powers being made subject unto him. So it's the Lord's control of all these things, man. The Lord's in control of whatever happens to you. And sometimes the Lord will bring things upon you that test your faith. He will bring troubles. He will bring losses. He will bring illnesses, sicknesses, doubts. He'll bring all those things on you to test your faith. And part of that testing of your faith, part of that process of testing your faith, he builds it up at the same time. So the Lord does things like that, man. So if you're going through some things, if you going through some afflictions, if things are happening to you, it's because the Lord is testing you, man. When we are tested every day in this truth, man, you always gotta look at it like that too. Every day, our integrity is being tested, our faith is being tested. Hey, test yourself, man. You should test yourself. That's part of self-examination. That's testing yourself, putting yourself to the test, man. Always having what's the word I'm trying to look for? Always being conscious of what you're doing and circumspect of your decisions, man. Whether they be aligned in the spirit or because it's something like I said, man. It's easy to slip, man. But that's why you got to keep it tight. Because if you get careless for too long, like brothers ain't perfect. We all fall. We all have our shortcomings. But you gotta watch out, man. You gotta watch out because what does the scripture say? Satan goes around the born lions, he may devour, man. So that's why we gotta keep it. We gotta keep our game tight, man. Like they say, we gotta keep it tight, man. And how do we keep it tight? By staying in this word, man. Sharpen your sword, man. Keep your sword, keep your sword sharp, man. Keep your study on. You know, get into these scriptures, man. Practice brotherhood and charity, man. You know, we have the victory. We just gotta stay in the spirit and attain that victory, man, because it is a spiritual victory. We're not gonna be able to save ourselves, man. You can't save yourself from illness. You can't save yourself from death. You can't save yourself from calamity. Not with our fleshy minds. Not with our carnal beings. That's what the world tries to do, man. That's why you see the whole world in panic right now. Because in their carnal reasoning, they're trying to self preserve themselves, man. But really, what they're doing is just preserving themselves for destruction. But that's all through the will and power of YAHWAHSHI too, because He has put the spirit of ignorance on the majority of these people. And you have to, yeah. That's why the scripture also tell us to be circumspect. To not fall into these traps, man. Not to be ignorant of Satan's devices, and some of them, and some of those devices are the lies that he speaks, man, and the thoughts that he puts in your head at times. These are battles that brothers fight, man. And I contested that personally. So all like it says, I'll read in verse 22 in is gone to heaven, talking about YAHWAHSHI. and is on the right hand of Yahweh, angels and authorities and powers being made subject to him. So that's the victory given to YAHAWAHSHI already, man. Said I'm gonna get Ephesians 2:2 because this is a battle against Esau Edom. Which he's on the left hand side, man. He executes all this wickedness out on the earth, and you can see him doing that, and you can see him progressing, and you can see him doing that in a higher temple as these days go on, man. Ephesians 2:2, and it says, "Where in times past he walked according to the course of this world." So we were once in that we were once in that spiritual wickedness. We were once in that other side of that spiritual battle, being on the left hand side. According to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now works in the children of disobedience. So that's the spirit of the majority of people are in, man. They're in that spirit of disobedience. They're in that spirit under the influence of the prince of the power of the air, and that spiritual demon Satan, because they're under Esau's philosophy, man. They're not seeing things for what they really are because the Lord has not revealed this to them. Verse 3, it says, "Among whom also we had our conversation in times past, in the lust of our flesh, fulfilling the desire of the flesh and the mind, were by nature the children of wrath, even as others," man. So we were just like those people, man. We were just like these 2/3, man. Brothers was we weren't right. Nobody was right, man. Brothers was doing wicked shit. Brothers was going off, not keeping the commandments. Brothers was involved in certain things, man. Whether it be drugs or whatever it was. But by the mercy and grace of YAHAWAHSHI, by the mercy and grace of YAHAWAHSHI, we have been called out of that darkness, man. And we've been given victory over these things. But the thing about it is that you have to stay circumspect. You have to stay on your toes to keep yourself in the good graces of YAHAWAHSHI, man. Just because you say, "Oh, I know the truth," or you in a camp, that hey, Satan can come knock you off, man. Let no man take thy crown, or a woman. But verse 4 says, "But Yahweh, who is rich in mercy," and that's why we're no longer living those lives of those 2/3 because of his mercy. For his great love, when he loved us, and he has loved the elect, the Most High, willing we be those men. We know that we've been called. If you've been called, the Lord loves you too, man. Just the fact that we've been called to do this work shows that the Lord loves us. Because that's a mercy and grace right there, man. That's the arm of the Lord extended unto you. So we gotta appreciate that, man. We gotta see that for the treasure of faith, the treasure of the gift of faith that which it is, man. And that's a beautiful thing when you stop and meditate upon it. It says, verse 5, "Even we were dead in sins, has quickened us together with YAHAWAHSHI, by grace ye are saved," man. So grace, the grace is what ultimately saves us, man. Yes, we have to show our faith through works. But Most High willing, if we be those men, it's ultimately we're going to be saved by the grace of the Most High. With that, I'm going to get Acts 26 and 18. Acts 26 and 18. And it says, "To open their eyes and turn them from the darkness to light, and from the power of Satan." So that's talking about that spiritual battle that we were under, that left hand spiritual influence at one time, unto Yahweh. To open their eyes and turn them from darkness to light. We were in that darkness. We've been turned to light, from the power of Satan unto Yahweh. From that left hand side to the right hand side. We serve the right hand side now, that they may receive forgiveness of sins and inheritance among them which are sanctified by faith that is in me. That inheritance is the same inheritance that YAHAWAHSHI is going to get. He's going to get to his brothers, the elect. Most High willing, we be those men, man. So we just got to keep on pushing on, man. Especially in these days, we have to build up our faith. We have to build up our spiritual being, the spiritual side of who we are as a person, man. Instead, I'm going to get Colossians 1 and 13. That's why the Spirit's been heavy on brothers to speak about things like this, man. Salakia, let me find it. Colossians 1 and 13. And it says, "Who has delivered us from the power of darkness." Once again, showing you that we were under that influence We were under that influence of wickedness at one time, and by grace, YAHWAHSHI has pulled us out of that, has translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son, in whom we have redemption through his blood, even forgiveness of sins, who was the image of the invisible power, the firstborn of every creature. For by him were all things created that are in heaven, that are on earth, visible and invisible, whether it be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers, all things were created by him and for him. That just shows you right there, man, that the Most High is controlling all this, man. He's controlling everything that Esau Edom does, man. And his wicked ass. He's controlling that too. We really have nothing to fear, man, if you have faith, because the Lord controlling. We know that the Lord controls everything, and whatever happened to us, it's the Lord doing it. So we just gotta have that faith and trust in the Lord. That's what the Lord's looking for, man. He said, "Worship." We want those to worship Him in spirit and truth, and true faith, man. An undeniable, rock hard, solid faith, and that's what brothers need to build up ourselves in these days that we're about to head into, which is going to be a time of the Jacob's trouble. With that, I'm going to get I'll just close it down on 1 Peter 5:8. Just a quick lesson talking about building yourself up in the spirit. 1 Peter 5:8. The victory is ours. We just got to build ourselves up in it. It says 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because be sober, be vigilant. So that's the mind state, man. That's what you should be striving to do. Be sober and vigilant in what? In the things that are going on around you, in the scriptures, and in your duties and your vows that you made to the Lord. Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walks about seeking whom he devour. So they say, so this spiritual demon Satan, he's just waiting for you to slip, man. He's waiting for you to get lax. He's waiting for you to ease up, so he can come knock you on your ass. Because we've seen men that we've seen what happened to men. They do get devoured. It says your adversary's devil is a roaring lion, walks about seeking whom he devour. We've seen men being devoured by Satan, man. And we've seen men that stop doing his work and they turn into total bug outs, man. They just, the Lord puts them to death. They get devoured by Satan. They get devoured mentally. They get devoured physically. They get devoured spiritually. We've seen examples of this. So that should be exhortation for brothers to, hey, man, stay in that faith. Right there it says, verse 9, whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing the same place to accomplish your brethren that are in the world, man. Say, hey, so whatever you're going through, you can handle it, because the Lord's not going to put nothing more than you can handle. And whatever you're going through, another brother is going through with it. So you can take joy in that. Like they say, hey, misery loves company, man. But sometimes brothers have miserable times, man, in their lives, man. That's what it is. Brothers have afflictions and things like that. Just different things that fuck with us, different demons that fuck with us. But we always gotta have faith. Like I say in the book of Job, though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. So that's just to build up your faith, man. That's just to build you up, man. To see how steadfast you're gonna be, and ultimately that's gonna build you up as a perfect man in the Lord, man. And that's just the Lord working on you. And he sometimes when the Lord works on you, sometimes he got to kick you in the ass, man. Sometimes he got to knock you on your ass and correct you with that rod of correction, so that you wake up, and get your shit together. But hey, that's what it is, man. Hey, just real quick lesson. Most I wouldn't hope was edifying. Was that I want to say Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah YAHAWAHSHI, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah YAHAWAHSHI, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah YAHAWAHSHI, Shalom.